If there was any doubt that Damian Lillard's arrival in Milwaukee made the Bucks the NBA's team to beat, just look at how the Boston Celtics responded. Not long after Portland shipped Lillard to Milwaukee, the Celtics acquired former Buck Drew Holiday in a clear attempt to keep pace. In the process of trying to build the perfect Bucks stopping squad, Boston, like Milwaukee, has separated itself from the rest of the Eastern Conference. The Bucks and Celtics were already East favorites before their respective blockbuster deals. Now they're on a full-on collision course. Not too long ago, we described how despite being committed to both Jason Tatum and Jaylen Brown, the Celtics were actually running out of time to maximize their ideal team-building window around the two Jays. Boston's trade capital wasn't what it used to be, so the team had to be very selective in deciding who, when, and what was worth giving up more assets for. Given that the team already had an all-defensive guard on the roster in Derek White and had traded away another one this past summer in former franchise icon Marcus Smart, using said assets on a defense-first backcourt player wouldn't usually have been the plan A for the Celtics. But then Boston's biggest intra-conference rival added Damian freaking Lillard to a team already boasting Giannis Antetokounmpo, Chris Middleton, and Brook Lopez, among others.
Oh boy, we're in big trouble.
Now, we don't need to rehash why Milwaukee's offense will be so tough to stop, but we do need to acknowledge that there may not be a team better positioned to stop them than the revamped Celtics. The combined shot creation and overall offensive abilities of Tatum and Brown means Boston doesn't necessarily need traditional offensive output from its point guard. If Tatum, and especially Brown, can improve their playmaking, and Holiday and White can just keep the offense flowing, the Celtics' second-ranked attack shouldn't suffer much without Smart and Malcolm Brogdon. It's possible White's shooting regresses to something closer to his career norms, and Holiday's jumper is far from a reliable playoff weapon. But the fact is, Boston's new backcourt duo combined for 307 three-pointers last season while shooting better than 38% from deep. While all the attention is understandably on what they can do on the other end of the court, this might sneakily be one of the league's best shooting backcourts.
No way.
That type of low-maintenance production from the guards flanking Tatum and Brown, along with the new dimension Kristaps Porzingis brings to Boston's offense, is exciting stuff. Of course, though, this deal is all about the other end of the court. In White, the Celtics already possessed one of the game's best perimeter defenders, as evidenced by his all-defensive second-team selection in 2023. Now they've added one of the few ballers on earth even stingier in that respect, with Holiday coming off his third all-defensive first-team selection. Even after moving Smart, the Celtics can once again ensure that in games that matter, they can keep at least one all-defensive guard on the court at all times if they want. Barring injury, the Celtics can virtually ensure that when they eventually clash with Milwaukee, Lillard won't be able to shake free of their hounding defense. Get Holiday in trouble? No problem. Here's some Derek White for you, Dame. And you can bet your bottom dollar Boston's front office remembers what Drew did to Dame in the 2018 playoffs.
Holiday picks the pocket into the lane to the glass, the two-hand jam.
The Pelicans on a 4-0 run.
Dame off the screen, sees Davis again. But the Blazers haven't been able to make him pay for it yet. Here's Dame the other way. That ball deflects off of him out of bounds.
Well, did Drew guard you that series? Like I'm saying,
Yeah,
was it? Yeah.
He guarded me. To me, he's the best defender in the league. Like out of the guards, I think he's the best defender.
Another advantage of this double dose of backcourt defense is that Holiday and White can guard up defensively. So while one is terrorizing an opposing guard, let's say Damian Lillard for example, the other is more than capable of shutting down the best opposing wing player. Say someone like, I don't know, Chris Middleton.
Oh, I see what you're doing.
Now obviously slowing down an offense as high-powered as Milwaukee's will be a much more complex task than just throwing Holiday and White on Lillard and Middleton. With Porzingis, Al Horford, and even Tatum needing to chip in as part of the scheme against Antetokounmpo and Lopez. But Horford has had success matching up with the Greek Freak in the past. Tatum was a borderline all-defensive caliber forward last year, and a healthy Porzingis remains a fearsome rim protector. In the end, this might simply boil down to health and whether Boston's front court is deep enough to hold up, both over the course of a long season and specifically in a matchup with the Bucks. Robert Williams had a tough time staying healthy himself, but he was still a big and extremely versatile body. In replacing RW3 and Grant Williams with Porzingis this summer, the Celtics' front court depth and versatility took a hit. Is Luke Kornet really ready to step into the spotlight? Even looking at the roster as a whole, not just the front court, do Peyton Pritchard, Sam Hauser, O'Shea Brissett, and Delano Banton have the makings of a championship-level bench? In addition to being the deeper team, the Bucks still seem like the more balanced squad. Their offense should be more seamless, and they've got the best overall player between the two clubs. That doesn't mean trading for Holiday wasn't a worthwhile gamble for Boston, though. There are now two clear heavyweights in the East, and this move inched one closer to the other. All that's left to do now is wait for them to eventually square off.
Get your popcorn ready.
Thanks for watching. If you liked this video and want to see more content like this, be sure to hit that subscribe button.